If you're completely new and want to create a professional looking floor plan drawings without spending much time, this is the right video for you. The idea of time saving will make you more efficient in the business you're operating in. So let's see how you can create systems that will allow you to change professional drawing styles by the click of a button from project to project. Without further ado, let's get started. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and like and share this video with those who you think will benefit from it. Also check our resources store with tons of templates, presets, courses, ebooks, and BIM projects to advance your workflow. We also have a Patreon membership where we share resources, projects, and assets we use to create our YouTube videos. For 24-hour support, join our WhatsApp community group with the like-minded people like you by clicking on the link below. There we go. Here is the project that we created from the previous video. I'll put the link on the description so you can check the entire video on how to create this floor plan. This is a good looking floor plan and floor plan graphics. So if you were to change the graphic style for this floor plan into a different theme, you would use, there are two ways of doing that. The first one is to select elements separately and change its settings. For example, let's start with the dimensions. I'll go to the documents tools and then activate the dimension tool. I want to select all the dimension within the file, so I'll select the dimension tool and then hit Ctrl A in your keyboard. So this will give me all the elements that are under this tool, and then I'll open its settings. From the settings, I can now change this to, let me find color 68. I can just also key in the number if I'm certain with the number. So let's just follow the 68. Right, and then hit OK. There we go. We've changed. Let's move on to another elements. We've got objects to change as well. So I'll go to the design tool palette and activate object tool, and then hit Ctrl A to select all the objects. Here it's different because we cannot go here under settings to change the pens there. The challenge we're having is that there are different types of objects. We have a cooktop, for example, for the kitchen cabinet, and then we have a dining table. They have, or they carry different parameters to deal with. In this case, we're going to use floor plan and section parameters, and then override the pens for all the elements that have been selected. Let's just do that. Go to floor plan and sections, and then I'm going to say override the pens. I can also override the line types. So in this case, I'm just overriding the pens. For example, I'll just leave it around 68, which is the preferred style for now. There we go. It changed. Move on to the openings. Let's start with the doors. I'll go to the design tool palette, activate the door tool, hit Ctrl A, and open its settings. Let's go open settings. I can also use the floor plan and section within the settings of within the dialog settings window. So I can select the override pen here, and then it's also on color 68, which is the style we are looking for. There we go. And then let's move on to windows. Go back to the design tool palette, activate the window, Ctrl A to select all. Let's find floor plan and section, check the override object pens box, set it to color 68. I'll also do the same to the attributes. Make sure they're on color 68. There we go, and then hit within this the cut fill foreground pen. Let's make it 68. Okay, there we go. Now we have a pretty good looking a different style from the previous. I can also change for the staircase. Let's see for the staircase. Do we have a floor plan and a section? For this, we don't have a floor plan and a section. That's one of the problems that we'll deal with this option. So if I have to open the stair settings and go to the floor plan and display, and then change all these parameters, as you can see, everything one by one. That's the pros of this pros and cons of this method, because you're gonna spend much of your time trying to change this to your own style. So we have also the labels there. That's supposed to be, I'll select You can also pick parameters. If you don't want to go to the tool palettes to activate the tool, what you can do, you can hit Alt in your keyboard. Okay, let's do it. You can hit Alt in your keyboard to activate the pick parameter, and then I can pick parameter of the object or element that I want to select all the elements that are under that. So I will say Control A, it will now select all the elements. I can come here and set this to 68, and then where's the label pen? Okay, let's just go to the settings and go down here under, is it pointer? We don't have a pointer with a symbol. Okay, I think it's text. Let's see what goes on here. I don't know why it's not changing. Let's go back, hit Control A, and should have, I think it's under symbol label set, custom settings, and then must be, let's click on this arrow, and then let's find general settings. There are only two options, two pages here. Symbol label, pointer, maybe let's just use this. I think it might be this one, 68. Okay, but I doubt. Okay, there it is. It's fine. All right. So I didn't change this one. I don't know. Maybe okay. For this case, let's just leave it. It's fine. And for the cover fill of the floor plan, I would use a neutral color that can affect, or that can be in all different styles. I think gray color is perfect for, it's a neutral color. So I'll select the, let's activate the slab tool and hit Control A to select all the slab, and then make sure the cover fill is active, and then you can choose maybe a grid to represent tile 900 by 900. Then make sure also a neutral color, which is gray. It's perfect. So even I can change a different style, maybe blueprint or black and gray, still suits those styles. Okay, that's basically this method. You could see we've spent much of time doing that, and if we were to do this in every project we are doing, I don't think that is being efficient. So what you want is a system that will allow you to just click and turn and reuse it to a different projects that you carry. So the system we are using, it's called combination or graphic override combination. By default, ArchiCAD gives you or comes with a list there for graphic or cover override combinations. You can check and see the styles. There's not much in it to really derive from, but what I have here, I've created a graphic override system that will make your plans look professional. So let's see how you can load that. Let's see how you can load that system. I'll click on this window for graphic override combinations to open the window, and then if you go down here, this is the list of the graphic override that have been created for this project or for the template. So if you go down here below, there is an import and export. So you can export and import graphic override depending on your project. So let's import the ones that I want. So for this pack, it comes with pens and a PDF. Let me just say all. Oh, we would want to show the PDF here, and then a PDFs that represent the different style in print form. So we also have this folder where it has different versions for this. We have from version 24 to 26. So in this case, I'm using 26. I'll open this folder, and then I'll load all this XML file format into our, just select all. You can select one and then hold shift, then click the last to select all, and then hit OK to open or to load them. There we go, they are loaded now. So let's just select one and see how it will be in our floor plan. There we go. This is the GOC blueprint. As you can see, it's very good, professional looking for digital media or for digital platforms drawings, as you can see. And then let's go back there, and I want us to go through the system, how it's been set up. So we use the rules for our system, which is graphic override combinations. So I've created 3 rules here. The first rule is for cut elements. Cut elements for the floor plan. Remember, these are only for the floor plans, guys, because floor plan projections is different from other views like sections and elevations. So if we were to use this in an elevation, it won't work. It will be a bad representation. So we have GOC cut blue for the cut elements only. Let's open let's edit and see how the rule is being set. Click on this dots. If you scroll down here, these are a list of rules that have been created. So we have this GOC cut blue. Under the criteria, you can also rename the layer. So be mindful that the way I'm showing you this is the way you can also customize this system that I provide you with. So I have the criteria here, and then down below here there is the overall style. So you have to set a criteria and then overall it here. So for the cut element, remember, we are only cutting our floor plan. We're only cutting the walls and columns. These are the primarily elements that are being in cut or in a floor plan. So nothing more than this. I might think. So to add a criteria, let's say you hit on add and then you say element type. So there are different types of criteria we can choose. We have layers, and also I know layer combinations. Graphic override combinations can also use layers to set that. The reason why I was not using the layers is because for you to use it for the future projects, because layers can change dramatically and they are dynamic. It means that it will depend on the complexity of the project, number of layers to create, and so on. So I was only restricting this system to work with the element type. So your walls, your beams, columns, railings, all the objects and all the attributes and tools that we use to create or assemble our project, as you can see. Then for the cut element, like I say, it's only for the walls and columns. So if you go down here under the overall style, so we overrode the pen for the line and marker, the fill type, and the fill foreground pen. So we are using the style of blue, as you can see, and then the fill type, it's on 75%. You can change to whatever you want. If you want foreground or 100% solid or airspace, that's your style. And this is how you can customize this into your own taste. And then make sure all these are being checked. The cover fill types, so they are important. Make sure also the cut fill types are important for the floor plan. This is not that important. The fill foreground pen, make sure the cut fill foreground is also checked. That's basically that. You don't need more settings on this one. So let's hit OK, and then we have the second one. The second one is called blue rule. If you edit the rule and then scroll down and see the name and the list there, this rule, let me collapse this and try to expand this window. You could see all the elements that are being placed here are secondary elements within our floor plan. We use this hierarchy of presentation in our layering of our elements. We start with the structural elements first, and then we go to your annotation tools, or maybe your objects, which are secondary, and then later on accordingly just to your line weight system. So that's basically that. So I've added all the annotation tools here: your text, label, change, section markers and elevation markers, zones, and objects like lamps. They're always secondary and your grid elements. So let's check down under the overall style. I just overrode one thing, which is the line marker text pen to pen 106. Okay, let's hit OK. And then the last one, which is the third one, this is just for things that we don't normally see. Let's override in things that we normally see in the secondary elements as well, like your mesh in your floor plan. You don't want to be competing with your structural elements. Your stair, railings, roof, beams, these are not cut elements in most cases in our floor plan. So they're in this light blue criteria. So as you can see, I was only using the element type to list the criteria for all the elements that I want to override. So the pen is just one There we go. Let's hit OK. So that's basically how we've assembled the ruling. So for other ones, we have gray, black, and gray. In this case here, we have 4 rules. We added zones separately for this because we wanted to take care of how the zones feels in your floor plan. So if you click on the zone and open its rules, it's just zone feels empty. What we are saying here, we want to see our zone fill in our floor plan empty. That's why we used the fill type airspace, as you can see. I don't think, let's not mind the line marker. You can remove the line marker pen as well, doesn't matter. And then you have to check the override fill types and then the fill pen background for the cover fill backgrounds as well. That's basically it. Okay, so click OK. You can play around now, switch by the style you want, just like this. Let me zoom in so that you can see the quality of that. This, that, and this. Okay, let's see now on a completely new project to start. I have a new ArchiCAD file open here. This is just a default template for ArchiCAD. It does not have anything in terms of whatever we've been demonstrating here. So let's quickly assemble a floor plan here, just a basic floor plan. I'll start with the wall tool. No, I don't need to open its settings. What I want is the geometry method for placement, so I'll use the rectangular method here. What am I doing? I have to close this tab. Okay, and then click on the first point to draw the rectangle. Let's have it 10 meters by 21 meters. There we go. And then I'm going to change the geometry method to the single wall. Then I'm going to draw a line there, a wall here. Let's partition this and then have another wall here. I'm not certain with the position of these walls. I'm just for the sake of this demonstration. Okay, let's quickly throw in the openings. Start with the doors. Let's activate the door tool, open its settings, and then from the settings, let's scroll down here. Within the folders, I want a sliding door, or maybe let's go for hinge doors, and then scroll down here. Let's go for this double door with the 2 side lights, and then hit OK. Let's place it here. Right, let's go back to the door settings as well and find the internal door, which is, where is it? This one. Hit OK. I'm going to have a door there. Click on this wall again, and then by using your cursor you are choosing the direction of the opening like that. And then I'm going to have a sliding door for this area. Let's go back to the door settings, open the door, the sliding door folder, scroll down here, find something interesting. Let's go for this one, sliding door with 2 side lights as well. Hit OK. I'm going to place it somewhere here. It's going to be open from the inside like that. Let's go ahead and do the windows. Activate the window tool, open its settings. Let's find the basic windows. Go up. I want this horizontal multi-search window. Hit OK. Let's place it here, and then it will be open from this direction. Then click on arrow tool or hit escape. Select the window by the check arrow, and then set this to 3.5 on the info box. And then to repeat the last command or the last operation, you have to click or hit W in your keyboard. You see now it will give you the information about the previous command. Then you can open its settings. We want a different window. Let's go for this one. Go under preview and position. Let's set this to be the width of it to be also 3 meters, and then hit OK. We're gonna place it here, place it there, and then come here, place it here. Another one will be here. Right, so let's go back, and then under the storefront window or folder, let's find something like storefront window with 2. Hit OK, place it there. It has to be 3 meters as well. No, let's make it 2.5 so that it can fit there. Right. Yeah, now we have our basic plan. I don't know what it is. This let me just place the object furniture. Let's go down under design tool palette and activate the object tool, open in settings, and we want to have, let me see what I can draw. I want to go to the furniture layout folder. Where is it? There we go. Then I can, let me take the audience setting, make this, okay, let's hit okay first and then place it there. Okay, and move it here, open in settings. Let's change the number of rows to 6. This one to be 8. There we go. And then move it to there. Right. Let's move ahead and place other rooms objects. Let's open in settings. For the objects, let's find a bed this time around. Then hit OK. Throw a bed here. Throw a bed there. Throw a bed here. It's a horrible floor plan, I'm telling you. This is then I can control E to activate rotate, and then click show the radius, and then the rotation, and then to move this one I'll click on the point and make sure the drag is activated. Okay, so let's quickly throw in the slab there. Activate the slab 2. What I want on the slab, come here under the floor plan section, activate the cover fill. Let's find a grid for the tiling, 900 by 900. Set this to a neutral color that will be relevant for all the styles. I'm gonna go with gray, and let's place. I'm gonna use the geometry method of rectangular, so that I can draw from this point and then draw a rectangle like that. Okay, so let's quickly throw in some annotations, which is maybe labeling or dimensions. I'll start with dimension first. Let's collapse the design tool palette and open the document tool palette, activate dimension 2. Dimensions, there are a lot of ways of doing dimensions in ArchiCAD. I can place dimension automatically. So to do that, to place automatic, or you just click on this point like this, just like that, and then you hit right click and then hit OK. That's how you place dimensions in ArchiCAD, but this will take ages. Imagine your project is a complex project. You would have to take much of a time on it just doing dimensions. To place automated dimensions, I'm going to delete this first, and then let's activate the wall tool to select all the wall, and then hit Control A. What I'm going to do is go to documents, and then under annotation, let's find automatic dimensioning. Let's hit exterior dimensioning. So this window will pop out to choose from the list on what items you want to include. These are rows of your dimensions: overall dimension, dimension external geometry, dimension structures, dimensions of openings. And then openings also have two options. You can open dimension from the center of an opening, or the entire opening width. So in this case I'm going to go with this one, and then I'm going to go down here and place the dimensions on 4 sides. Okay, this is the distance between the dimension rows, and this is basically a preview of all your dimension rows. So I'm gonna hit OK, and then once you hit OK, you have to draw the line indicating the length or the width of your building or your project, and then this hammer cursor will be active. You click outside relatively near the project like that. Boom, now you have all dimensions placed. As you can see, what I want to set on these dimensions, let's come here under documents and select activate the dimension tool and hit Control A. Or there's another trick that I like to use for the last placed elements. If I want to select all of them, what I do, I just hit undo and then redo. Automatically that's selected. So what I want to do to change is let's come here. I want to change the style to this, and then let's open the settings, and then I want to change the marker style to extended width. No, I think this one, the witness line, it has to be the short. this one, and I hit OK. You see, this is the custom width. I can also use the length. Maybe I say 1 or maybe 100. Let me go for 100. Okay, that's basically how you can set your dimensions. Okay, perfect. So from here, let's load. We have pretty much everything. I can maybe label the space quickly. Let's go to design, and we normally use zones to label the spaces, or just a text. The benefits of using zones to label your spaces. So I'm going to activate the text and then draw a rectangle for the text. Let me say this is the room. Okay, and then I'm going to copy this. Let's select this, copy it to the other side. I'm going to move or drag this to the side, and I want to move a copy. To move a copy, along the process of moving like that, you can hit Control to add a copy. You see there's a plus sign. That means you are carrying a copy. Let's place it there, and then I'll do the same thing, and then hit Control, and then place it here. This will be, I don't know, theater, like that. That's basically a complete floor plan in ArchiCAD. So let's load our graphic override combination system. I'm gonna open its window, go to import. Let's select all of them. I just want to show you how this would impact on completely new project. You see, instantly you've changed the quality of the drawing from here to this, to that, to that. Okay, thank you guys for tuning in. This is what I wanted to share with you. Make sure you subscribe and share this to anyone you think it will benefit from, and like this video if you find it useful. Thank you once again. Check everything on the link in the description, guys. Our Beam store, our link, our Patreon membership, so that you can benefit on all these opportunities we offer for majority of other guys. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.